What's going on, guys? We are the SmackTalk team presenting the People's Podcast. As always, I am Macho Man Matty Savage.
I am Insider BA.
And I'm Timo.
So we got a lot to get to today. We're going to talk a little bit about the Royal Rumble from last month, and we're going to get into this Sunday's pay-per-view Elimination Chamber. Should be a good one. Just want to do a quick shout-out. Follow us on Twitter @_SmackTalk, Instagram @_SmackTalk. Obviously, you're watching us on Facebook. If you haven't liked us yet, you should get on that. Got to check out our blog, www.smacktalk.wordpress.com. Can't get to everything on our podcast. So Danny cannot be with us, but he will be making his predictions on our blog, so be sure to check that out. You can follow us on YouTube. Search us Smack Talk, the People's Podcast. And finally, huge shout out our supporters at My Fantasy Sports Talk. Search for our podcast and blog posts on their site as well. So we usually kick it off with the chop, but we like to do that when the whole team's here. So we're going to save that when we have the full squad here, but I will give you the results from the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. First place.
A lot of bonus points.
A lot of bonus points were handed out.
Wow.
They were very critical. And first place we had was Timo. Was that the first time you won? Second?
I think it's the first time I've officially won, but I've tied with you before.
Yep.
And you just had more in the win column overall.
Tim,
a little technicality.
Tim went 9-1. He got 4 bonus points, so pretty good. What was it? There was more than 10 bonus points handed out.
Too many. That was a lot.
Yeah, it was
at
a lot of
least
bonus points.
Second place, myself. I went 10-2. I got 6 bonus points. I actually got the most out of the team because that's just what I do. Third place, Insider BA, 8-2. He got 4 bonus points as well, just like Tim. And last place, he is not here. He would be taking the chop. It's Dan Go, 6-2. Only got 2 bonus points. He had a rough Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
Everybody was pretty good with their predictions.
Yes.
Picks-wise,
On the results, but bonus points were hard.
yeah, they definitely were a killer, I would say. But
Stay tuned for this one.
stay tuned for the chop.
Yeah.
Tim's been warming up his hand.
It's another 2 weeks of training.
It's he
Training.
So we're gonna move right along.
To my rumor mill?
You got some rumors?
I got some rumors. The glasses are
He's
on.
got the
for a
glasses
reason.
on. He's inside of BA.
I'm Insider BA.
Take everything he
coming
says
at
with
you
a grain
live
of
on
salt.
Facebook. Exactly what you just said. Take everything I say right now with a grain of salt. If you don't want to hear my rumors, just mute it, and I'll give you the thumbs up when I'm done. How about that? Because maybe some fans don't want to hear the rumors. They just want to enjoy the broadcast and not know what's going on backstage.
I love gossip. I love rumors. I don't know how you people do it.
I'm Insider BA, so let's start off with WrestleMania. Obviously, we're on the road to WrestleMania. As you can see, I'm wearing the last time we went. I'm sorry, not we, but WWE went to New Orleans, WrestleMania 30. Shirt right there.
Nice throwback.
Anyway, thank you. How about a match?
Hold on, not to cut you off, but I just see that Dan Go has just joined in. I don't know if you heard yet, but you're going to learn from that chop, man. It's going to hurt, and Tim's going to give it to you.
We're going to find a way to spice it up a little bit.
Ooh.
All right,
So
sorry,
back
go
to
ahead.
my rumor mill. Braun Strowman might be Ronda Rousey's tag team partner. You're thinking Ronda Rousey points at the WrestleMania flag at Royal Rumble when she debuted. Now, you think maybe she's going to get a championship match. That is not what's planned. What's planned is a tag team match with Braun being her partner to go up against Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Remember that was teased
2 years ago.
2 years ago, a few years ago, WrestleMania. I'm not sure if it was two.
Sure.
But the original person they want, if the person they're really going to try to get is The Rock, the person who was in that tease a few years ago. If they can't get The Rock, I did say Braun Strowman, but to be honest, there's a lot of names thrown out. Kurt Angle's another one who could team up with Ronda Rousey, but they're afraid that he might get hurt. Like he's, you know how it is. And the other one is Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is the other potential tag team partner for Ronda Rousey. So stay tuned. We're going to find out in the upcoming weeks because this is the road to WrestleMania. Speaking of WrestleMania, The Miz might miss WrestleMania.
What?
What?
If you don't know this,
The baby do then?
The due date for his first child is April 6th.
Ooh. Wow.
When is WrestleMania?
I think it's April 6th or 8th or something like that.
Is it 8th or 6th?
Whatever that Sunday is.
So, be on the lookout because The Miz might not be there. He might have a match. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't happen. That's because you can't have WrestleMania without The Miz.
Wow. That's interesting.
That's a big one right there. Let's go with this is a Raw pay-per-view we're talking about, but let's talk about SmackDown for a little bit. They just recently released their whole SmackDown Top 10 list or whatever you want to call.
It's lame.
It's kind of lame. Like, I don't understand it. I don't know why some people were on there and some people weren't. Ty Dillinger was one that was on there at number 10, coincidentally. Perfect 10. Which I don't know why they would do that, because I'm reading a rumor saying Dillinger is just a guy in the brand that works prelims, and they put him at number 10, and it makes it for a cute minute for people to chant 10, which they don't even want people to chant anymore. So WWE is not behind this whole perfect 10, 10, 10, 10 chant with Ty Dillinger. They kind of want that to die off. So they've been keeping him off TV, and
it's really interesting because he came in at 10 for WrestleMania as well.
Just like last year.
Where we came in at 10. Exactly.
10 on the list.
It's just, it's like they're overproducing it so that we get sick of it.
Mm.
But as you overproduce things...
I think what they don't like is the 10 when they're counting out everybody. The count is always 10, 10, 10. So
yeah. I'm pretty sure that would be the reason why. I'm kind of over Ty Dillinger. He hasn't really done much for me. That's how I feel about him. Granted, he hasn't really gotten the chance to prove himself, but he needs a character revamp, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what definitely needs to happen with him. Let's go back with Ronda Rousey again. Going back on Ronda Rousey. They're actually considering pairing Paul Heyman with Ronda Rousey, believe it or not. And I'm totally on board with that because Brock Lesnar's contract ends, I believe, in April of this year after WrestleMania. And he's not yet to resign.
Let him walk.
They went through this 3 years ago.
I'm wearing a shirt, but I'm wearing it to prove a point. He is the Raw Universal Champion, and he is not a part of this pay-per-view, just like he's missed a whole shit ton of other pay-per-views. It's
what
a
is
damn
that
shame.
Statistic? Seth Rollins wrestled for 65 minutes.
I got it.
As opposed to Brock Lesnar, who's wrestled for 62 minutes.
For the whole year.
The whole year.
The whole year.
Time.
And Seth Rollins did it in one night. So, yes, Lesnar is... Like, he has that big draw, but
it's attraction. It's the name.
There's a lot of talent on Raw that does not have that championship because of Brock Lesnar, and Braun Strowman is the biggest name of them all.
We all know that.
And, like, obviously, whoever's going to win at Mania, whoever's going to win this chamber will go to Mania, but whoever it hopefully beats Lesnar at Mania, I think it will definitely get that good talent in for a title shot and actually have a chance to win. So I think I have one more room for you.
Well, going back to the Ronda Rousey Paul Heyman rumor. My God, that would be incredible. I think that'd be a great way to get her in. I feel like I don't really know how she would be on the mic. I feel like having a person like Paul Heyman managing her, I think that's a great idea.
I mean, if you followed her in her UFC time, she's not bad on the mic. She makes a really good, like, natural heel. She's got that mean streak about her.
Yeah.
But as you also seen, she's like, she loves wrestling, and she was always smiling coming down the ramp, trying to, like, get serious and point at the sign.
See,
she was
that's what kind of killed it.
You see, it's interesting that you say that because I'm not really sure how she was supposed to be portrayed in that Royal Rumble debut. Because I feel like she was supposed to come out with that, like, cocky,
that serious, mean, cocky.
Like, I'm here to kick ass, you know what I mean? And she just couldn't hold it back. Understandably so. I mean, that was an incredible reaction from the crowd, but I don't even know what. Like, I'm assuming she's going to be a face to start off, based off what I saw at Royal Rumble.
I mean, if she's going up against Stephanie McMahon, the Authority, she's going to be a face.
Yes.
But they've tried to compare her to Stone Cold and Stephanie McMahon to Vince McMahon from the 90s, where they want Ronda Rousey to be like Stone Cold and feud with the Authority.
Feud with the boss.
And they think this is good for the women to kind of propel them into that like mainstream scene, that popularity that they had when it was Stone Cold and
I mean,
Vince McMahon.
Since we're actually on the Ronda Rousey topic, she will be at the Elimination Chamber this Sunday. It's not a match, so might as well just discuss it now. She's got her contract signing. She is going to be exclusively part of Team Raw, which doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
You guys expect anything out of this Sunday?
She's going to put Stephanie McMahon in an armbar.
This Sunday.
This Sunday.
That's
my prediction.
That might be the beginning of the tag team match. Because I don't think they'll just do Ronda versus Steph.
Stephanie is going to disrespect her, and
Triple H is going to interfere.
something's going to happen. But
Do you think it's going to be Stephanie and Kerr out there, or just Stephanie? Like,
I think
Stephanie and Kurt will both be there. Maybe Triple H.
And that might be where Kurt can, like...
It's got to get interesting.
Exactly.
You can't just have a simple contract signing. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm interested to see what she's going to bring to the table. And this Sunday is what's going to get it going.
Very much. And I know I said Kurt and Seth Rollins were potential tag team partners for Ronda Rousey, but there's another rumor for you. They're actually planning a match between Kurt and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, they've kind of been playing it up the last couple of weeks.
Who's to say?
Seth's been wanting a shot because of the whole Jason Jordan being injured, baloney. And,
exactly.
I mean,
so who knows what's going to happen?
That'll be interesting. I just feel like they're doing that. I mean, I think it would be a great match either way. Kurt Angle, great technical wrestler. Seth Rollins can do it all. I just think the better time for that matchup would have been last year when the whole WWE 2K18 thing came out with Rollins on the cover and Kurt Angle as the
very true
the special whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think that was, which I think that was a rumor back then too, that they were going to have a match because of that. I could be wrong. Take it with a grain of salt. But I think that was the chance to capitalize on that. I think if this does happen at WrestleMania, still will be a good match. I just don't think it'll live up to expectations.
Well, you know how WWE is as far as capitalizing on things, because
they
should have capitalized on Roman Reigns when was it Bautista, I believe?
Mm-hmm.
Bautista won the Rumble, and they didn't. He won the Rumble a year after, and now we all hate him. Not everybody. There's fans out there.
Since we're talking about capitalization, they have failed to capitalize on Braun Strowman's mega face push over the past year.
Yep.
When the hell is he going to get a title shot and actually win?
I think the time for Braun Strowman is after Lesnar drops the title and it's kind of out of the scene for a little bit. It's going to be all about Braun Strowman.
I don't want to get too into that because it's going to be a part of my discussion when we get to the men's Elimination Chamber match. So I'm going to save mine.
Okay. Right.
Got any other rumors
That's pretty much the rumor. Here's the thumbs up for people who muted me. And there's the glasses off, so my rumor mill's all set. I think we should get to the chamber.
Again, this Sunday is the final Raw pay-per-view before WrestleMania. A lot is going to start to open up in the WrestleMania picture on the Raw side. Right now, there's 4 scheduled matches. One rumored that's most likely going to be confirmed. So you guys ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right. First match. Woken Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
So, this feud's been going on for, I think, too long.
It's not that it's been going on too long.
Weird.
It's just not getting the attention it deserves.
Yes.
And it's not progressing.
It's low key.
It's not progressing.
It's because WWE is running it and not Matt Hardy.
I mean, Matt Hardy's in charge of
He's
his
in
own
charge
creative,
of it, but it's like
you can only go so far with
exactly.
They're not given enough. They're not given enough to work with.
I personally think the reason why this match is happening at the Chamber is because it's gonna propel. Like they're really gonna go for right now with Matt Hardy and Brother Nero, Jeff Hardy. I think Brother Nero is good. He cleared to return. I'm not sure, but he said he would be ready for WrestleMania. And this is Jeff Hardy's own words. He said he would be ready for WrestleMania. I know something was collarbone.
Right.
So why not bring him back?
I got
this match.
I mean,
interfere in the match.
It's that I feel like that could definitely happen. There's just so much talent right now in the WWE that I don't even know if there's going to be a spot for Woken Matt and Brother Nero on the WrestleMania main card. It's 5 hours long, however long it is nowadays. I forget, but I don't even think they're going to have a spot on the card. I think that's why this match is going to be at Elimination Chamber, because they could have extended this out, even added in Jeff as a part of the storyline.
I think they're going to have a match at Mania, or it's going to be something pre-taped from the Wyatt compound or the Hardy House of Horrors, whatever.
I forgot what it was. I forgot what Hardy's was.
I mean,
Yeah,
based on
I
that,
think it might be like that, but if we get the production from Matt Hardy, I think it can work, because House of Horrors was terrible. That was awful.
I mean, based off what you're saying, you're pretty much saying that
It's going to
Matt Hardy's going to win this match, and the rubber match is going to be at WrestleMania.
Yes, that's my prediction.
So are you taking Woken Matt?
I'm taking Woken Matt Hardy already. I'll kick off.
Oh, yeah.
He is the
I
first.
am
He got first
Timmy
place.
is the first, because he was
I don't know.
first in the
Yeah,
standings
my
for
first
last
pick
pay-per-view.
is Matt Hardy. I think Matt Hardy wins. I think there's a chance for Brother Nero now. I think he might come along more on Raw, or might be
In the lead up to WrestleMania, maybe.
lead up to WrestleMania. I do think that they might have that match at Mania. It might be pre-taped and continued into the ring like last time, or maybe a pre-WrestleMania thing where they release, like, I don't know, this hour-long epic match, which would be what everybody wants, or what everybody deserves. But we know how Vince McMahon is.
All right. I'll go with my pick next, since I am next. So there's been times where I've picked Bray Wyatt and it screwed me.
Yeah, I have not. There's been times though where I have not picked Bray Wyatt and it still screwed me. So
Right. The most notable one I can think of is the match that never happened between Sister Abigail and the Demon King, which I think we were all scared on whoever picked Bray Wyatt during that. With that being said, I can't pick Bray in this one. I gotta go with Woken Matt. I would love to see, again, I will preach this podcast after podcast after podcast. Bray Wyatt is so underutilized. Like, he should be so much better than what he is. WWE is just dropping the damn ball ever since he's been out of the Wyatt family. He needs to win this overall feud. But, as Timmy brought up a good point, I didn't think they would be on the Mania card, but based off what Timmy has said, I think it might happen. So Woken Matt's got to get the W here. He's going to win, and there will be another match, if not at WrestleMania, on Raw to end this feud.
Yep.
That's what I'm going.
I'm pretty much on board with what they just said. I really have nothing else to add to this. I'm also picking Woken Matt Hardy.
Across the board.
Across
I don't
the
know
board,
what Danny's going to go with. Stay tuned to his blog. That will be out before Sunday to see who he's got on that. But the three of us all going Woken Matt Hardy.
One thing I'd like to add is this feud needs to change the dynamic of, like, one of these characters. Like, Bray Wyatt is being tested mentally for probably the first time with Broken Matt Hardy, and Broken Matt Hardy is going up against Bray Wyatt, who is always mentally messed with his opponents. Mm. So either Bray Wyatt needs to further Woken Matt Hardy, or Matt Hardy needs to bring out something new
which
from
I
Bray
think is
Wyatt.
what they're going to do now, because now
something
Matt
has to
Hardy
happen.
has the rights to do
Right.
Broken Matt Hardy. So
Something's got to give.
Woken's going to turn into Broken, basically.
You think so?
Yes.
Really?
That would be good.
That would be good. And
That's why I'm
think-
picking Matt Hardy right now.
I also think, just to close off my thoughts on this, I think Woken Matt, Broken Matt, whatever you want to call him, I think he's at the certain stage of his career where he can put over talent like Bray Wyatt that need this push for his career. Bray needs to win this feud overall, and this
How
could
many times have we said that?
I
How
know.
many times have we said
We've said
Bray
it too
needs
many
to win
damn times, and
here we are.
maybe they're listening to us finally. I don't know, but
Sorry.
well, let's move on before I get even more upset. Next one up on the card here, we got the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, BA's favorite, taking on Nia Jax. If Nia Jax can end the streak and beat Asuka at Elimination Chamber, she will be added to the women's championship match at WrestleMania, and it will become a triple threat. Is that happening, Tim?
Asuka's not losing. She's not losing here at Elimination Chamber. She's not losing until sometime well after WrestleMania. I don't really think I need to add any more to that. I just really don't see Asuka losing.
Yeah, I mean,
I love going last. I have a rumor for you.
Good. I can't wait to hear it. Good thing you're going last. I'm going to also go with Asuka. I know your rumor might be the fact that she might lose to get the streak out of the way, which I would love to see. I'm trying to get vibes off you so I can make my pick.
Make your pick, man.
It's all right. I'm going to go with Asuka. She's not going to lose this match.
No way.
And it's a damn shame for Nia Jax because she continues to be poorly booked.
Yep.
It's a damn shame she's not in the Women's Elimination Chamber because she does deserve to be in it, in my eyes. But I'm going to have to take Asuka. I can't pick against her as much as I would like to.
So, a couple weeks ago, I said,
Here we go.
on my rumor mill, I said the Mixed Match Challenge, which has been okay, was going to be the end of Asuka's streak.
Mm-hmm.
If Nia beats Asuka this Sunday, then my rumor that I said a few weeks ago can come true because the streak's now over. And she can leave Mixed Match Challenge because I believe she's facing Finn and Sasha next week. I believe, don't quote me on that.
Yep. I don't know if it's next week. But
I personally believe, I mean, I know I'm an Alexa Bliss fan, but Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman is probably, and Finn Balor and Sasha Banks is probably the most powerful team in Mixed Match Challenge.
not Bobby Roode and Charlotte.
Oh, I forgot
Bobby
about
Roode and
Bobby Roode and
Charlotte.
Charlotte. So, like, whatever happens on the Mixed
What
Match
about
Challenge,
Rusev?
Rusev and
Rusev,
that's
yeah.
Lana got her first one?
Yeah, but that's Lana. It's Rusev. It's like Rusev Day, and that's it. But the other scenario I have here for you is the Women's Royal Rumble came down to two people, and it was Asuka or Nia Jax, who are competing now at Elimination Chamber. The reason why they went with Asuka is because they really want to get that whole Japanese fan base. As you can see, Shinsuke Nakamura won for the men's. So basically, Nia Jax got snubbed, and now the rumor is Asuka's streak will eventually be defeated?
Destroyed. Wow.
Destroyed. Because you want to
That's
know
quite a
why I
choice of
say
words there.
you want to know why I say destroyed?
Strong words.
Because when Brock Lesnar's gone, who's going to be the next beast? Ronda Rousey.
Okay.
So that is the rumor for you. Ronda Rousey will end Asuka's streak in the future.
Not Alexa Bliss?
No,
Not
unfortunately.
Nia Jax?
That must kill you.
Not Nia Jax. Because my pick for this Sunday will be Asuka.
That was a long way around that pick.
Wow, I thought you might have went with Nia on that one.
Absolutely not.
I
I don't think so.
just think we cannot give the Royal Rumble winner a loss so soon after.
Oh, yeah.
No, you can't. Yeah.
It's just, that would make no sense. Why does she win the Royal
I mean, if you want to get technical with it, there's been rumors that Asuka's going to go and challenge Charlotte
Yep.
at WrestleMania, which could open the door for a Nia Jax
Alexa
victory.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And then Asuka swerves everybody and says, you know what? You thought it was going to be a trip. She would probably sound terrible on the mic saying this, but you thought it'd be a triple threat match, but I'm actually going to take on Charlotte on SmackDown.
She never made her pick.
She didn't.
Kurt made her pick for her.
Right. He did.
You got to think of that. So
Just thinking of different possibilities.
that's
but
why I think
the
Nia
picks
will
are in.
lose. And Asuka's like, you know what? I really don't want to face Alexa Bliss. I want to face Charlotte.
Got something for you later.
Possibilities. You got something? All right. So this next match, it has not been officially made yet by WWE, but Titus Worldwide just got another victory over the Bar this past Monday on Raw, and they challenged them to a tag team title match, which most likely will be confirmed within the coming days. So we're going to make picks on this. If the match doesn't happen, obviously this isn't going to count towards our picks. So, Tim, what do you got? Don't forget the bonus point for who gets pinned.
Oh, I forgot about that.
The Bar is going to retain their titles. I don't think Titus Worldwide. They don't have what it takes to be title holders yet. They've got a lot of steam going. Now it's just Apollo. He's even got a new name.
Yeah.
There's no Cruz.
Cruz can't lose.
Cruz can't lose,
Yeah.
and then he loses the next week.
Lose his last name.
He loses his last name. Yeah, there you go.
So I'm going with the Bar. They're going to retain. I know. I would like to see some something mixed up that tag team scene, but the bar's been really good for the good part of this year.
Yep.
You mean
2017?
I mean, like,
Yeah.
going back
Yep.
365 days. Yeah.
Gotcha. So who's taking the pin?
This is where it's tough.
Bonus points are critical.
Apollo lost his last name, but he will not lose them this match. So Titus
Going Titus.
in.
All right. I'm also going to go with the bar. Far and away, incredible tag team over the past year, like you said. Titus Worldwide, I think this is just a little filler feud. It's different, so it's been fun. You know, I'm all right. I've been all right with it. They're not putting the gold on him though. I mean, Apollo just lost his last name, man, and I got a rumor for everybody. I don't know if you guys saw on the Mixed Match Challenge after Apollo and Nia lost. I guess they went at Titus and Dana Brooke.
No.
I don't know the full details.
No,
I
saw it live. Basically, Nia got on the mic, said Dana Brooke and Titus shouldn't have been out here. They ruined her and Apollo's strategy. That's why they lost. And I believe Nia grabbed Titus' jacket, threw it to the floor behind him. And I don't know what Apollo was doing the whole time on his knees behind Titus O'Neil, because it sets up for something. But basically, Nia Jax picked up Dana Brooke. Samoa dropped Dana Brooke, and then pushed Titus O'Neil behind, like as Apollo was for a good 5 minutes was like on his knees behind. I don't see that. Basically, the setup was weird. How they did
he
it.
like tripped over.
Yeah,
Apollo?
he tripped over Apollo's back, and then Apollo left with Nia. Nia stormed off, and Apollo just kind of like, I don't know what's going on. I don't think they know what's going on.
That makes it interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that would kind of, if this is the beginning of the end of Titus Worldwide,
I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I know.
You just got rid of Cruz's last name, Apollo's last name. I'm sorry. Is it time for him to go on his own?
You better go to SmackDown because he ain't gonna succeed on Raw.
He's not going to succeed either way, I don't think. But who knows? I mean, Bobby Lashley, Apollo kind of match. It could happen. Could make it work.
Yeah.
But not to trail away from the match. The bar wins, and I agree with Tim. Titus takes the pin.
So,
no pressure.
as much as I like Titus Worldwide, I actually bought this shirt. I'm not wearing it today. I think they need gold to really say there's something.
They had gold when they had the
Oh, for a day. It was one day.
It was still gold. It was still
Yeah, but it was only one day. So, like, I don't even know why I'm prolonging this. The bar is going to win this match. Titus O'Neil is going to get pins.
All right.
Across the board. Across the board.
Very interesting. I mean, this pay-per-view is definitely going to come down to the bonus points where we're going. We have identical picks all the way around right now. Let's move right along.
Do you want to do the bonuses and then pick the winner for the Chambers, or do you want to pick the winner?
Yeah, that's how we did the
Because
Rumble.
it builds up to the
Yes.
winner.
All right. So we have 9 bonus points to be handed out for the Elimination Chamber. It's not 9 each. There's some questions directed just towards the men, a couple towards the women. But let's just get right to it. Women's Elimination Chamber. Alexa Bliss is defending the title against Mickie James, Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, Sasha Banks, and Bayley. So, first bonus question we got here. I need you guys to give me any of the starting 2 women. Pick somebody that's starting off this match.
Right. Anybody who's watching, feel free to comment. We'll be reading them. We'll bounce ideas off you guys. We'll go back and forth with you guys. We'd like to see what you guys are thinking. For the first 2 women, I think one of them is going to be Sasha Banks. I think you want some of your best performers in there early.
Yes.
And I think she'll be one of the first to, get the crowd into it. And that's my pick.
It's written down. We did our picks beforehand.
Yes.
And my pick is also Sasha Banks as one of the starting 2 women of this match. Exactly what you said. You gotta have somebody. You gotta have like a veteran out there. You don't want to start off with like Mandy Rose and Mickey James that wouldn't be a bad pick either because she's been around. She could be the second one, but my guarantee one of the two starting Sasha Banks. It's going across the board.
It's going across the board because I also have the boss, Sasha Banks.
Yeah. Damn.
We all did this set beforehand too. So
yeah, it's not like we all looked at each other's paper,
discuss it, and pick together.
Yeah.
This is all separate.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how it's turned out so far. Another bonus question: give me the final woman to enter the Elimination Chamber. Who is lucky? Who draws the lucky last entrant?
I had no rhyme or reason to this pick. I went with Sonya Deville. I don't know why I picked her. To be honest, I just figured she'll probably come in with a lot of energy late because, I don't know, that's her style. She's rough.
Mm-hmm.
She's rough around the edges too, wrestling-wise. Maybe they don't want to expose her in such a long match.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, I did have some rhyme or reason.
Yeah, you did.
That's,
you kind of just...
That's pretty good.
All right, I kind of fed off what he was... like his reaction to you picking Sonya, because my pick is also Sonya Deville on this one. It's crazy. I'm telling you, this is you can't like predict this here. I got Sonya Deville entering last because of pretty much what you said. I mean, she's just like that like badass chick, and it's like I feel like they're gonna hype her up. They've I feel like she's been kind of getting a push.
Yes.
The most out of Absolution between her and Mandy, obviously. Paige can't wrestle, but I feel like she's been getting the push, and I think the commentators are really going to acknowledge that this Sunday. If she indeed is going to be the last participant, they're going to talk about how she's going to have all this energy coming out of that chamber, and I think she's going to be a focal point of the match, even at the time she gets in, which will be last.
So, I did not pick Sonya Deville.
Thank God.
I thought about
a little bit of difference.
I thought about Sonya Deville. And then I did some booking in my head, and I actually went with Bayley to come in last.
Okay.
And I feel like...
What's your reason?
The reason, I really don't have a good reason. I guess the only reason I can think of, if there was a reason, is...
Did you just flip a 5-headed coin?
I just see the whole Sasha and Bayley feud happening inside the chamber, and
I could place that.
It could start off the match.
I don't think it will. I think it will be a heel and a face.
That's fine.
But Bayley will come in. Ooh, maybe I did screw this up. No, because Alexa. I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel like Absolution is going to be the the first two. Not the first to start the match, but the first two.
First two out of the chamber.
Odds. So that they beat down whoever's in there.
Okay.
And then I screwed up. Yep, I just screwed up.
That's all right because
that's where Bayley comes in.
Helps out.
And Alexa Bliss is going to be the final. All right.
Well, all right. We're gonna keep moving on here.
Move on.
All right. This is gonna be an interesting question. This will be for both the men and the women. All right, this question's here because this is an Elimination Chamber match. We are in the PG era, but damn, there's blood every now and then. Will there be blood in this match is the question. It's a simple yes or no. Will there be blood? And by blood, I mean the referee must put the gloves on.
It's like a bloody lip.
Nope. There must be gloves on the hands of the ref.
If the glove fits.
I'm going to go with yes. Just because I don't think it's planned. I don't think blood is planned.
No, it's not planned at all.
But it's an Elimination Chamber. You got Sasha Banks, Bayley. You got a lot of athletic women. Mickey James too. She's pretty good, like athletic wise. Alexa Bliss, maybe not as athletic as Sasha Banks, but Sasha Banks has been known to take risks. Bayley too. They do a lot of dangerous moves, or they get a little sloppy with them sometimes, and I think it's just going to be a little screw up like that, probably from Sasha Banks or Bayley.
I feel like Sasha tends to mess up a lot.
Yes,
as good as she is,
she tries to push the limit, which you can appreciate.
Right? Yeah,
she's trying to raise the bar.
Ha!
I see what you did there. All right, I'm going to go with no blood from the women in this match. I think
No, it's for both, isn't it?
No, we're on the women's match right now.
We're going to the women.
Wait a minute. So this. Oh, I did not know that. It's yes and no for both.
Yes.
Not overall.
Yep. So it's women. Will there be blood in the women's elimination chamber?
Okay.
It's fine. It's all right because you're next.
I'm next. I'm going to say no for the woman.
No on the women. You don't got to answer the men because we're not on the menu.
Okay.
So no blood, and yes, refs must have the glove.
Ref must have glove.
All right.
What if they use the towel to wipe it off? Oh, they usually put the gloves on first.
They put the gloves on.
They put the gloves
gloves are key.
No glove.
All right. First elimination. Who will be the first woman eliminated from the Elimination Chamber?
I'm really upset with bonus points right now because of what I just had. Wait, Timmy, please.
This one came down to two people for me. It was either Mickie James or Mandy Rose.
Mm-hmm.
But Mickie James, the vet, deserves a lot of time in this match. So I went with Mandy Rose. I think she's going to be the first eliminated.
I was kind of on this. I was on the same boat as you. I was going either Mickie or Mandy. I went the opposite actually. I went Mickie James. I do agree that she does deserve time in this match because she is a veteran. She's a 6-time champ, whatever it is. But I think she's back in the WWE to pretty much put over the new talent. And I think Mandy might even pin Mickie James. How about that?
Ooh, wow, that's a good one.
Mickie James, first one eliminated.
So let me write you up how the chamber's going to go. I already kind of started it with my other thing. I said Sasha's going to start off the match. Sasha against Mickie to start off the match. And then in come Absolution. Beats down Sasha and Mickie. Unfortunately, I said Bayley to come in last, but I think Absolution will eliminate somebody right there between either Sasha and Mickie James. So my first elimination is going to be Mickie James for the women because of what I just said, and then Bayley's going to come in, even out the odds when they're beating up on Sasha, and then Alexa Bliss comes in last.
I like your reasoning. If I could, I would change my pick because Absolution is definitely going to team up on somebody.
Exactly. And out of all three, Bayley, I don't know. They could.
Damn, Sonya.
Locked in.
Shit. Very well put. I hope you're wrong. So you got Mickie also. Who will get the most eliminations? I mean, this could definitely be a tie. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people to be eliminated. So I mean, everybody could end up with one, and this could just be a free bonus point. But for the sake of bonus points themselves, I need a name.
I'm going with Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks, most eliminations.
Most eliminations for the women.
You think they're going to book her strong?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to go with the champ, Alexa Bliss. I think you got Alexa coming in last based on your, not officially, but based on what you're saying. You got Alexa coming in last. I think Alexa is either starting this match and going the distance potentially, or she's going to be one of the first or second one out of the pod. I think she's going to get, this isn't a bonus point, but I'm going to go with she gets 2 eliminations. You know what? 3.
She's an opportunist.
3 eliminations for Alexa Bliss. They gotta make her look strong going to WrestleMania. That's the other thing I'm thinking.
And that's why I also picked Alexa Bliss to get the most eliminations. Basically the same reason.
All right. So we're separating a little bit here, but a lot the same. Longest in the match. So this is going to be tough to keep up with. With the Royal Rumble, you can go on Wikipedia. You can look up the time each superstar was in the match. Can't do it for this one, so you're just going to have to pay attention.
Yes.
Who will be in that match the longest?
Who am I booking very strong?
Sasha Banks.
So she's my answer for that one too. I think
you went Sasha Banks heavy.
Very heavy.
Yeah.
My answer for that one is also Sasha Banks. I think she was like the Iron Woman in the Women's Royal Rumble. She's shown she could go the distance in a match, and I think she's going to do it in this one as well. Not saying she's winning, but she will be the longest in the ring. Because, I mean, I have her as one of the starting 2 women also.
Exactly.
So
for me, it's also Sasha Banks across the board. I picked Sasha to be the longest in the women's, I believe. If I can remember, it was one of my bonus points. And it came out to be true, so why not again?
Continuing that booking of Sasha.
Because right now, the heavy 2 favorites to win this match is Alexa and Sasha Banks. So,
okay. So Sasha across the board, longest in the match. And now we move to the runner-up. Who will be the last one pinned? Who's the runner-up in the Elimination Chamber? Comes up just short. Tim?
I have a name written down, but I've been thinking about it the whole time.
You can change it
I've been
because you're first.
thinking. Whew. I mean, there's both of them make sense to me. It's between Bailey and Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
As the runner-up?
As the runner-up. I wrote down Alexa Bliss, and I think I'm going to stay with Alexa Bliss as the runner-up.
Wow.
The champ.
There will, according to Tim O, there will be a new women's champion crowned in the Elimination Chamber.
Alexa Bliss as the runner-up. Whoever wins the elimination has to pin the champion.
Very, very fair point there. I'm going with the runner-up as Sasha Banks. I'm heavy on Sasha Banks as well. She got me a couple of bonus points in the Royal Rumble, and I'm hoping she can get me some in this too, because I got her in 3 different bonus point questions here.
Oh, man, I'm all in.
I think that they're booking her strong. I mean, she deserves it.
Wait,
Who's the runner-up?
Wait, what was your runner-up again?
Sasha Banks.
All right, thank you. I think Tim's over there. You just screwed my whole like. I was in shock still. My runner-up is also Sasha Banks.
I was hoping for a little bit of variety there.
No,
I thought there would have been 3 different runner-ups.
absolutely not.
All right. So with that being said, who's the winner? Is it Bailey?
I have Sasha Banks is
Sasha
winning
Banks.
the Elimination Chamber. She fell short at the Rumble.
Oh, I see.
They've been booking her very strong lately. She had one of the best matches with Asuka. That was a very good match. She's been the closest to beating Asuka.
Yep.
And I think the way they've been kind of booking her, they're making her, up until we see this match with Nia Jax, they've been booking her as the most, on Raw right now, current roster, the most likely person to beat her.
I mean,
I think with the WrestleMania plans of Ronda Rousey not facing a champion, she's out of the picture for now. So if Asuka does not challenge Charlotte, who would be her best match? It would be Sasha Banks. So I think we might get Sasha Banks versus Asuka at WrestleMania. It would probably be the best match for Asuka. It would make the most sense booking, and that's my whole logic up to this.
I got you.
So I'm going with Sasha Banks.
I can definitely respect your choice on that one. I'm just for the sake of the records, I'm going with Alexa Bliss to retain. But going off what you're saying, I can definitely see that happening. WWE creative changes all the time. I mean, they could have seen that match between Sasha and Asuka and said, Sasha looked great, and this could put this on a big stage like WrestleMania, and it could be just as great, if not greater. Better in ring between Sasha and Alexa. I got to give it to Sasha as well. I mean, no offense.
No, I'm not taking.
All right, but I don't know. I mean, Sasha would definitely be a good choice to win, but I just think there's been so much teasing of Sasha and Bailey where it's like you can't not finish that off. You can't not have the Sasha heel turn happen. I think the heel turn's coming, and Sasha versus Asuka will happen again with Sasha as a heel sometime after Mania when Asuka's the champ, but Alexa will retain in the first ever women's Elimination Chamber match.
I see why you both say Asha. Wow. Wow.
Did you say
Asuka
shit?
Banks?
No,
Asuka
Asuka Banks.
All right.
Asuka.
I see why you both said Sasha Banks over Alexa Bliss as far as in-ring ability.
Yep.
Because I personally believe Alexa Bliss was booked better on SmackDown Live and then Raw. In Raw, it's like they don't know what to do with her. Like, ever since Absolution came in, ever since, like, they just don't know how to book her. Like, I'm pretty sure her last title defense was, like, right? Can't think about it.
She was just on
I don't even know.
commentary or sitting in a random chair.
Yeah, it's like they don't know how to book her.
Yeah, they're not
Raw.
booking her
It's
very
like
well.
they're not booking her very
She's
well.
been
That's why
like
Sasha
she's been like on the fringe of like turning babyface.
This is why I think it's a good time to kind of, get the belt off her, let her develop a new program, like a new not a new character, new direction, but like a new, get her actually involved.
Mm-hmm. Did you go with Alexa?
Yes, Alexa Bliss is my pick, of course.
Okay.
All right.
So
This is gonna be interesting.
it's gonna be very interesting. A lot of
I can't wait to
picks.
see Dan Go's picks.
I can't wait either because
Did he send his picks yet? Because he's watching over there. You know he's watching.
Yeah, I mean,
technically he's last. So
he was gonna be the last one to pick. So I mean, he just once he watches this,
The only
He's
thing
gonna be
that-
so confused.
The only thing that's like
He did
really
pick Sasha
benefiting him
Banks.
is knowing our bonus points. That's the only thing that's benefiting him right now.
He did pick
True.
Sasha Banks to win the Rumble.
he
He
did.
did.
Will he do it for the Elimination Chamber?
So moving right along. Quick question: do you guys think the women's elimination chamber, because it's the first ever women's elimination chamber, will that main event this pay-per-view, or will the men?
No.
No, will not main event.
Will not.
Nope.
Okay. I'm also on board with that. I don't want to see it main evented, to be honest. It's nothing against the women. There's so much star power with this men's elimination chamber that we're about to get into that there's no way these guys can't main event.
There's another reason why they won't main event. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that
yeah.
one. So men's elimination chamber, the winner of this match moves on to WrestleMania to take on Brock Lesnar for the Raw Universal Championship. We have Braun Strowman, Elias, The Miz, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and John Cena. The first ever 7-man elimination chamber. 3 men will start this match as opposed to the regular 2. Elias will be the final entrant, and The Miz is the first, based on what's happened over on Raw, which I think, before we even get into anything with this match, I think this has been a very, very well-booked match.
Yes.
They've made it so interesting.
The build-up has been awesome.
The build, I mean, the payoff might not be as
Very
what
true.
people want to see.
Yep.
But the build to this match has been, I think it's been great. They've made it worth watching. Like this past Monday, they ran a 7-man gauntlet match for
2 hours.
2
almost.
hours. 2 of the 3 hours of Raw was
2
a
hours
gauntlet.
of pure wrestling.
Pure wrestling, and it was spectacular. It was probably one of the best Raws I've seen in a long time.
Definitely.
But all right, let's
Jamal.
first question we got. I need any of the starting 3. Obviously, Miz is one of the 3, so we can't pick him. Anybody else? Who else is starting in this match?
No, I'm going with Seth Rollins. He's going to be one of the starting 3. Same. There's a lot of talent. Any one of these guys can be going to start. This is a stacked elimination chamber, so they could start off with anyone. It would be entertaining, but I think they go hard early with Seth Rollins.
So you're riding the Seth train from this past Monday, where he went
Absolutely.
65 minutes in the ring with Roman Reigns, John Cena, lost to Elias. I mean, that guy was tired, man. Shit. 65 minutes consecutively, more minutes than, like you said, Brock Lesnar in a whole freaking
A whole year.
But props to Seth, because that was amazing. He was truly Monday Night Rollins this past Monday. But although he could be one of the 3 with The Miz, my pick written down is Finn Balor. I kind of went on the same train as the Royal Rumble, where I had Finn Balor and Sasha Banks. I went heavy on them. They got me a lot of bonus points.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with that. I'm going Finn Balor as one of the starters of this match.
Same for you. They gave me a lot of bonus points as well. That's why I'm also going to have Finn Balor to start off the match, because this whole Finn Balor Miz feud, if whatever's been going on with them, you got to have him in the ring first. So
It would make sense. I didn't even think about that part. I was literally thinking about the Rumble, how he lasted as long as he did, and he's proven that he can do it. And Finn Balor and Seth Rollins.
they probably
Even Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, and The Miz as the starting 3
I think those are
would
going to be the starting 3.
that would be great.
That's the next one.
All right. Will there be any blood in the men's Royal Rumble?
Will there be any blood?
Gloves.
Oh, man, gloves. I'm going to say no for this one. I know it's kind of wild, but I'm going contrary to what you would think would happen, where men have blood and women don't. So I'm going to say no.
You went yes on the women and no on the men?
Yeah.
and I'm going on the contrary to you as well. I went no on the women, and I think there will be blood in the men's Elimination Chamber. I don't know who is going to get busted up, but the gloves will come out for the ref, so it's going to be an official yes.
Me and Matty Savage are on the same boat train, I guess you could say.
Boat train.
I also said yes for blood.
All right. I mean, it's a 50-50. You're flipping a coin for a bonus point, pretty much. Heads or tails?
That's good odds.
Who will be the first male superstar eliminated from the Elimination Chamber?
First in, first out. I'm going with The Miz. I would love to see The Miz, do a little bit more of this match, but he is the Intercontinental Champion.
He also said this is the year of The Miz.
It's the year of The Miz to be the Intercontinental Champion and probably miss WrestleMania completely.
Last time he said it was the year of The Miz, he won the WWE Champion and main event at WrestleMania.
Really?
But
yes.
According to the rumor,
he was the United States Champion at the time. I need to cut you off. And he won the WWE Champion and main evented WrestleMania that year.
My goodness.
Fun fact.
It's the year of The Miz because he's having a kid. He's probably going to take off some more time. I mean, it's his first out. It's first out, so I'm going with The Miz, first in, first out.
Not to get off track, but let me backtrack real quick to Asuka's streak and the Mixed Match Challenge, where The Miz and Asuka currently stand. So if you've got The Miz Maurice, of course, having the baby due April 6th, the Mixed Match Challenge is still going on at that point. Just so you guys know.
Interesting.
Just going to throw that out there. So,
Asuka doesn't lose the streak.
Asuka won't get pinned. Miz is going to get pinned, and that's how they get knocked out of the Mixed Match Challenge. I'm just going with that.
Considered a loss, though?
Technically, but they're gonna pull the whole Asuka's never actually been pinned.
Right.
That's
if they wanted to do that, then she wouldn't have won the Royal Rumble.
That's true.
There's a lot of who knows.
A lot of who knows and whatnots. But going back here, fast forward back, Elimination Chamber points. What up, Dan? First elimination, I'm gonna follow suit with you. First one in, first one out. The Miz is going to be the first one out of this match. I think they're just out of all these superstars in this match, so much star power. The Miz, to me, is one of the best on Raw. I definitely have to agree, but I just don't feel like he's going to fit in with these guys in this match. I think they're going to try to kind of save him as the IC champ as well. I don't even know how much time he's going to spend in this match.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Braun Strowman's one of the first one in and just completely demolishes The Miz instantly.
It could happen.
Could be another scenario.
What do you got?
So, I am not going with The Miz.
All right.
We have some difference here. Let me give you a fun fact again. John Cena, if he wins, will tie Triple H for most victories in an Elimination Chamber match. John Cena's been going through some troubles, not knowing what his road to WrestleMania will be, even though the rumor is it might be a Undertaker. Who knows?
This is interesting.
Very interesting. Thank you. His promo, I don't know if you guys remember, he said, I don't have a road to the WrestleMania. I might have to bring a legend back from the dead.
Yep.
That's a huge hint at The Undertaker right there. The Undertaker's promo back on Raw 25 was very weird.
Cryptic.
Don't know what his
and poorly worded.
Don't know what his path is. So, with that being said, I know what the next bonus point is going to be, so I won't get on that topic. I'm just going to say right now, John Cena will be the first eliminated.
Ooh. So you're going. All right. Well,
it will.
We're going to have
it lengthen his struggles to not get a match on WrestleMania.
Interesting.
He's going to be more pissed off on Monday Night Raws to come.
We're going to have an interesting outcome to this.
Bonus points?
Yes.
Yep.
And just how we see this match happening.
All right. That's very interesting. Who you guys got for most eliminations in the Elimination Chamber?
Most eliminations, you know what? I wrote Sasha. I had Sasha being strong in the women's Elimination Chamber. I'm going to ride another superstar. For the men's, I'm going Seth Rollins is going to have the most eliminations. He's been looking phenomenal lately. He's been getting a really good push now that he's not in any tag team title pictures.
Mhm.
So they've been kind of building him up. He pinned Cena and he pinned Roman Reigns clean in the same night, showing he
Back to
has
back.
what it takes. Yeah,
All
back
right.
to back.
Interesting. What if he does it again to the same two? How great would that be?
That would be.
I think the crowd would go nuts if Roman Reigns is eliminated. I'll tell you that. Anyway,
Insane.
we were discussing a little bit before we went live on this particular question. I don't know if it was this question, but you mentioned Braun Strowman. The only way to really get him out of this match is if you have everybody gang up on him.
Pretty much.
Maybe even have 4 guys piled up on top of each other to pin him. I don't know. You know, it could be like kind of a Big Show elimination. You know, he's the monster of the match. So it made me think back to this question of most eliminations, where I wrote down Braun Strowman, and I gotta stick with that. I'm gonna stick with my gut. Braun Strowman, most eliminations, he's just a powerhouse. They can see him just coming out of a pod and eliminating 2 guys in 2 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, 2 eliminations could get you the win on this. 1 elimination could get you a point. I'm gonna go with Braun Strowman, even though he's probably gonna get eliminated, like I said, by 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah.
Safest pick, Braun Strowman. Give me that bonus point, Braun.
One thing though, if everyone needs to team up on him, he's not going to be in the. I mean, he's not going to have a lot of eliminations if they're all teaming up on him to get him out.
It's true.
So if they all gang up on him to get him out, who's he going to? You know,
Yeah,
if he pins a lot of people, then there's not a lot of people to gang
I'm
up
just based off like Braun in general. It's just tough to book how you're going to eliminate
on.
him.
I'm just trying to throw you off.
Oh, it's written down. I'm not
It's
changing.
written down, and mine's written down.
I mean,
too, Braun Strowman.
I'll get more into like how I think this match can be booked out, like as we get later on, like towards like the runner-up and the winner of the match. But based on most eliminations, I'm gonna stick with Braun.
I'm also going to stick with Braun.
Damn. They always gotta follow suit.
Hey.
So-
write it down.
Who will be in the ring the longest?
Seth Rollins.
You just wrote
He
it.
was the Iron Man Monday night.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be in the ring the longest, and he's just going to tire out, you know, and just be like, they're going to play, they're going to use Monday night's performance to kind of, you know, build on his endurance, but then kind of be like, you know, he was in so many matches and he was in the ring so long on Monday, he just doesn't have anything left in the tank, and that's when he gets eliminated. So
What if that happens in the opposite way? He's the first one out.
it's very possible.
You know, it's like, oh man, he put on a hell of a performance this past Monday, but man, he just got nothing left in the tank, and Braun Strowman just came in and just suplexed his ass and done.
I think Seth Rollins is on fire right now, and they just can't afford to do that.
All right, I'll give you that. I really didn't know who to go with for this question on longest in the ring. This one was a tough one. I was leaning towards riding Finn Balor on that one. Like I had him in the Royal Rumble as longest lasting, which that got me a point. But I didn't want to go with him this time because I feel like I don't think he's winning. And I feel like he could be one of like the first 1 or 2 guys. He's been one of the first 2, 3 guys eliminated. I don't think he lasts long into the match. Based off what you said, you got John Cena being the first one eliminated, and I laughed because I have John Cena lasting the longest in this match. And I don't know exactly how I feel about that one. The more I've thought about it and seeing his name written down here, I don't know if John Cena is going to last the longest.
I think
But
Can I just clear one thing up? So longest in the ring means after you come out of the pod.
yes,
All right.
yes,
yes.
yep. All right. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody would have picked the last.
True.
So
Although
yeah,
he could have came out and got eliminated right away.
Yeah,
that's true.
but
What do you got?
as you were saying, you're looking at the name John Cena. I'm looking at my name right now, and as we've been talking about the previous bonus points, I didn't really put 2 and 2 together. Even though I didn't pick Seth Rollins to be one of the starting ones, but he does seem like one of the like one of the ones to start the match with Finn Balor and The Miz, as we said before. So this kind of throws away my longest in the ring because I went with Finn Balor because he was the Iron Man in the Royal Rumble, and hopefully he's the Iron Man in Elimination Chamber because I might have just screwed myself like you screwed yourself at Cena. So
I mean,
Seth, he looks like he's on the right track with Seth Rollins.
I'm all in on Seth.
That's fine. I mean, I kind of based. Man, I really messed up on that John Cena. I think the more I'm looking at it, and the more I look at this next
I think you
question,
messed up more than me.
the more I look at this, I really messed up that one. I'm not gonna get the bonus for that one. It's too bad. Because I mean, I'm looking at the next question, and this one's an interesting one that we thought up for this pay-per-view. Was it Tim? I think Tim brought this question to our attention.
Yes.
Will The Undertaker make any kind of appearance this Sunday at the Elimination Chamber? And that, by appearance, that means in person or just The Undertaker gong, you know? Will that happen this Sunday? Yes or no? And because we're on the road to WrestleMania, and we only have a couple of pay-per-views left to determine the final standings, if you get this one wrong, you're going to actually lose a point. So you got a 50-50 shot at getting a point or losing a point, which, I mean, it could be critical. What do you got?
I'm going to go with yes. I think The Undertaker is going to show up. If you remember when Shawn Michaels was retired, how did he show up?
He came up from underneath the
And what kind of match?
Elimination Chamber.
The Elimination Chamber. I think things go full circle here.
Yeah, sweet chin music.
I wouldn't say he comes from the bottom of the ring, but I do think, full circle. Call back to when Shawn Michaels was feuding with Undertaker before he retired. We're going to get that Elimination Chamber kind of surprise appearance to set up that WrestleMania match one more time.
Damn, that's a good take.
Yeah.
So that's why I said yes.
All right. So, I mean, my initial thought on this was, all right, Cena's going to be in the ring the longest. Cena's going to be out there so long, and he's just going to be, and he's going to get that distraction, so he's got to lose somehow. Maybe the gong, scares the shit out of him, and then that's how he gets eliminated. I was thinking that, and then I got to the question about, is The Undertaker going to make an appearance, and I wrote down no. So, I mean, I think I'm not going to be doing too well.
You're contradicting yourself.
Yeah,
because
I pretty much fucked myself.
You're hedging your bets, but if you're wrong on the Undertaker one, that's a negative point.
Yeah, that's the problem there.
You hedge your bets, but you can't hedge when there's a negative point.
I think I messed up. But then as I was thinking about this actual question about Taker, I was like, they're not going to have him come out at this in this match, because it's like they're not going to have him come out. They're not going to have the gong, because this match is so important as a match itself. The winner is moving on to WrestleMania. You're not going to have The Undertaker make an appearance and overshadow that, kind of like what Ronda Rousey did to Asuka. I don't think they're going to do that. That's why I initially wrote down no. I think the Cena Taker feud starts the Monday right after Elimination Chamber. I think that's when it starts. So that's why I said no.
And that's why I picked Cena to get eliminated first, so that he would be on the struggle leading into WrestleMania, where it will eventually bring in Undertaker. That's why I originally wrote down no for Taker not to show up. And the more and more I think about it, though, I'm thinking of the booking wise. What if it's like the final three? These are my final three. I'll give you that. Even though I eliminated Cena, I thought about it more. What if it's Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and John Cena as the final three? Because you don't want to have Roman Reigns and John Cena as the final two when Taker shows up and just screws the whole match up. You'll have Reigns, Rollins, Cena. Hey, guess what? Reigns and Cena are about to go battle. Gong in the middle of the ring is The Undertaker. Who's he going to chokeslam? Everyone. The Roman Reigns, right? No, he chokeslams John Cena. Roman Reigns pins John Cena. And then you lead up to Reigns and Seth Rollins to finish the match.
And that would make it interesting. That would kind of make Taker the heel.
And Cena stays his face.
Interesting.
Basically, I wrote down no, and I don't even know what's going to happen.
I don't think anybody knows.
All right.
So last bonus point is the runner-up. Who will be the runner-up in the men's Elimination Chamber?
So the runner-up is going to be John Cena. This is why it's all coming together. Me and VA kind of have the same idea happening in different ways.
Yep.
He sees the Cena being eliminated first, being frustrated, taking his frustration out. He has no road to WrestleMania now. So what does he do? He calls out The Undertaker. Or something. He needs something for WrestleMania. I have it as John Cena. He's been pointing at that damn sign every Monday Night Raw. He just points at it like, sorry guys, I know I got to pin this guy, but I want to go to WrestleMania. I think he's going to be the same way in the Elimination Chamber. He's going to be pointing at that sign because he's about to pin Roman Reigns, and we get the Undertaker gong or coming out or something. I think John Cena is the runner-up, gets distracted by the gong. He gets pinned by the winner, I will tell you in a little bit. And
I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory.
now we have John Cena feuding with the Undertaker.
I mean, based off what you said, that fantasy booking that you just gave there, that makes me think even more that the Undertaker will not be.
See, here's the thing about things that are like fantasy bookings, or they make sense, or you really want them to happen. They don't happen.
They never happen.
None of us have learned our lesson with picking with our hearts, apparently, because we all do it from time to time. And this is me picking, not picking with my heart, but what I want to see happen and how I think it could happen.
Interesting. Very interesting take. So, feeding off my longest in the ring of John Cena, you would think I have him as my runner-up or my winner.
No.
But I don't have him as my runner-up.
Who do you have?
Get it? So Cena is not my runner-up. Is he the winner? Stay tuned. My runner-up is Seth Rollins. So I kind of, I don't know. I kind of was all over the place on the men's. I mean, the more I think about it, the more I can definitely see Seth Rollins going at the distance to being runner-up. I don't really know. I don't really have much to say on that. I mean, I think I don't know, Mama. Mama, I just don't know. I'm kind of just feeding it off like what you said, what he did this past Monday, 65 minutes in the ring. He just deserves it. I don't think he gets the win. I think he comes up just a bit short. And I think, since we're talking fantasy booking, I think that him potentially feuding or having a match with Kurt Angle that could continue the next night on Raw. He comes out, he's pissed off that he came up just a little bit short. Kurt Angle says, hey, and then he takes a nice curb stomp. Why not?
Why not?
Curb stomp his ass. There you go. All right, I'm going Seth Rollins as my runner-up.
I also have Seth Rollins as my runner-up, even though I have Finn Balor as my longest in the ring. The reason why is because
hedging.
The rumor is after WrestleMania. You know what? I won't even say the rumor yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
All right.
I want to give you
So you're going Seth.
Seth Rollins is my runner-up.
And that leads to our winner of the men's Royal Rumble, the men's Elimination Chamber.
I'm going with Roman Reigns as the winner. I think it's been
shocking,
very predictable who's going to win
since last
Elimination
WrestleMania.
Chamber. The Elimination Chamber face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. However, I am fully on board with Roman Reigns winning. I would cheer if he won. I'd be
the Elimination Chamber, or
the Elimination Chamber, and at WrestleMania eventually. But we'll talk about that in future podcasts. It's just time for
Lesnar
to lose the belt, and then you can have everybody like Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, even Cena, Elias. I could even see happening. I could see them beating Roman Reigns somehow, and I could never see them beating Brock Lesnar. So it kills all those feuds before you even get to see them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, my winner is also Roman Reigns. I mean, I'm just kind of going with the way it's been booked, how predictable it's been. We haven't even talked about Roman Reigns in this match at all. If you guys look back, none of you guys had Roman in any of bonus points.
True.
Right? Nobody.
Nope.
First time we're hearing Roman Reigns' name here. I just think it's predictable. I do think that Braun Strowman is the better option, the one that deserves to dethrone Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. He's just been so over, but it's a damn shame it's not going to be him, because if anybody needs that rub, the push, even more, it's Braun Strowman. It's a no-brainer. But I mean, if this is going to lead to what we've been asking for at least a year or two now, a Roman Reigns heel turn. Then, you know, I'm okay with Roman winning this match. He's going to get booed out of the arena again. I don't even know where the pay-per-view is this Sunday.
Las Vegas. That's why Ronda Rousey is going to be there.
It's in Vegas. All right, makes sense. He's going to get booed for winning the match. He's going to be definitely the heel going into this again without being a heel. So it's the perfect time to just make it happen. Have him beat Brock at WrestleMania and go full heel with him. You have so many options for him. You got Seth Rollins, like we said.
Right.
Finn Balor would be another great option. Give me Roman against Cena again. You know, I mean, there's so many options, so many different roads you can take with Roman as the champ. I mean, even Roman against Braun again. You know,
Yeah.
Braun beats Roman. You know, it's you kind of make it interesting for the Universal Championship, which has it's just not getting
something.
Exactly. Like Raw's been mainly about the Miz and the Intercontinental Championship, and it's nothing against the Miz, but you don't got the top championship, dog. You know, I mean, it's Brock Lesnar, but he's just not there.
Yep.
And it's too bad. But do you guys want to discuss? You want to discuss your book, your how you think this match is going to play out? You want?
I have something to add for it after it's pick. All
right, good.
Yeah.
So
going.
I also have Roman Reigns
Yep.
as well. Just because it's been booked since last WrestleMania, what this WrestleMania is going to be. I'm going to give you some insight what's going to happen after WrestleMania, since we're all kind of excited for Lesnar to lose that title. It's rumored the reason why Seth got that big push on Raw is because he's going to face
the champion.
the champion, which is Roman Reigns. I think obviously Roman Reigns is going to win at WrestleMania. And the original plan before an unfortunate accident happened in the match.
Right.
Timo's man, Dean Ambrose. I think Tim spoke too soon when he said he's Mr. Resilient. And he doesn't get injured.
He hasn't been injured.
And you jinxed him because he was going to get pushed hard. It was going to be Dean Ambrose to turn heel. This was the original plan. Dean Ambrose was going to turn heel. He was going to face Reigns for a little bit after Mania for the title. But he got hurt. So now Seth Rollins is taking that spot. As to who's going to be heel in this feud, I'm getting two different stories. I have one saying it's going to be Seth, possibly. But I have a strong one saying it's going to be Roman instead.
Okay.
As the
Which
heel.
is what we kind of want to see.
We kind of want. So I'm okay. I mean, I'm not okay with him winning the Chamber because I don't want him to. But if he does win the Chamber, then I'm okay with him winning at Mania. Because it opens up everything.
Whoever wins the Chamber you want to see win at Mania.
Yes. As much as I like Brock Lesnar, but it's just...
I mean, you look at any
can't
of
have
these
a year,
names,
man.
you look at any of these guys in this Elimination Chamber, Braun Strowman, you'd want to see him win. Elias. You know, we all walk with Elias. It's very clear. We love what he's doing out there every week. I wouldn't even mind if he freaking won. The Miz, obviously, he's one of the best guys on Raw. I wouldn't even mind him as the champ.
Yep.
Finn Balor never lost it, and he never got his rematch. I wouldn't mind him as the champ. Seth Rollins, obviously, we've seen what he can do as the champion, and it's great. Roman Reigns, I mean, everybody hates him, but he goes out there and he kicks ass.
He does kick ass. It's
kicks
just
ass every
unfortunate the way he's been booked. It's
And-
very unfortunate.
And even John Cena, you know, he's trying to break that Ric Flair record. I mean,
True, I completely forgot about that.
what better time than at WrestleMania to dethrone Brock Lesnar? You know, there's different.
The thing is, I could only actually believe three of these superstars beating Brock Lesnar. Braun Strowman,
Cena.
John Cena, and Roman Reigns are the
Yeah.
only ones who would believably want, like maybe Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins kind of, used some shenanigans to cash in his money in the bank.
You gotta look at it this way though. I hate to cut you off, but Dean Ambrose said it on Stone Cold's podcast. Lesnar's a tough guy to work with, and if you have Finn, Seth, who else is in Elias, The Miz. I think it would be, as you said, the three you picked would probably be the ones who can work with Lesnar as opposed to making a decent wrestling match. That's just my take.
Yeah, because Finn in the ring with Lesnar, I mean, I think they could put on a good match. even but I don't see Finn Balor winning. Not even, even Demon Finn would be hard to imagine winning. The Miz, no. Elias,
no, not yet.
Unless, not yet.
Just not yet.
But one thing I wanted to go back on is you said this Elimination Chamber, the winner is very predictable.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very predictable Elimination Chamber. What would make that not so predictable is Undertaker showing up. That's another reason I want Undertaker. If they're going to make it so predictable when everyone knows what's going to happen,
you gotta add
they need to at
least
throw something into it as a surprise or to, get us going. And I think that would be the Undertaker. It's a good take.
It's just that, no.
I mean, if there's a time to do it, it makes sense.
There is
at Elimination Chamber.
I told you guys before, but I don't know if you heard of Louisiana, that whole boxing wrestling commission has banned pile drivers and blood from any wrestling shows that weekend. So it's kind of weird because if Taker's supposed to wrestle at Mania, then how can you?
Here's the thing with the athletic commissions: they can ban it or make it illegal. But if you do it, it's just a fine. And I'm pretty sure that WWE would pay any $50,000, $100,000 fine for their biggest show of the year.
Their stock price might drop a little bit, but
that's
maybe pennies.
Pennies. $100,000, that's nothing, especially for blood.
Right. I mean, I think that the men's elimination chamber is definitely gonna be the match of the night. There's no question. Looking at this card,
too much talent
in one ring with a damn chamber. I can't wait to see this match. And hopefully I see some blood. I mean, I want to see the damn refs put on the gloves.
Thinking about it, I probably should have went yes to both of them on blood. But
oh yeah, that's right, because you went no. So
I
think it's time.
That pretty much wraps up the elimination chamber portion of this podcast, and we're gonna move on to our favorite section. It's the fan questions.
Anybody watching wants to type in a question live, we'll answer it live. You want to give us your thoughts?
Even if you guys type in a question after we're no longer live, we get back to any question. We love feedback. Please get at us.
Definitely.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you name it. On our blog, WordPress, www.smacktalk.wordpress.com. You got to stop following that, man. If you ain't following it, you're missing out because you got 3-4 of the best writers in the game today. Believe that. Let's go. Fan question.
So, fan question number 1. It comes from Facebook right here. Nathan Cadero says, thank you, by the way. If the 4 of you, well, unfortunately it's 3 today, 3 of you were in the Elimination Chamber together, who would win?
I kind of like Johnny Lopes' answer. Shout out to Johnny Lopes. I would tap you all out 3 ways.
So you're going with yourself.
Absolutely.
I would like to say myself as well, but I'm not going to. I'm going to make it a little interesting. I'm a man for the company, and I'm out there. If I'm in an Elimination Chamber match, I'm going to take the L, but I got to be the runner-up. I got to be the Seth Rollins of this match. I mean, do whatever you got to do to kick my ass. I'll bleed. I'll cut myself. I don't give a damn, but I won't win. I'm going to give the win to Dan Go because I saw him holding the title in the picture in one of our posts, if you look back at it. He's holding the title, man. It looks natural. I got to give it to him. I'm going to go with Dan Go wins the Elimination Chamber. But he beats me.
So you're the runner-up. Okay.
Yep. You're the first one out.
Oh, wow. So with that being said,
I took that L at WrestleMania last year. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I
done
have a
taking
bruise
L's.
on the back of my leg. I don't know. We'll see what happens this year at WrestleMania. I've been saying it since we went to Buffalo that I want to go through a table. So with that being said, I am not going to say I'm the winner. I'll give it to Tim L right there. Why not? I'll give it to Tim L. And hopefully, Tim, you can put me through a table because I know I slapped your chest 3 times. So it would be the greatest revenge. Just put me through a table.
Would I light the table on fire?
Come on, man.
I
got a family, man.
You can get on Barstool Sports, too,
Shout out Barstool.
Shout out Barstool. So let's go to our next question. Nathan Cadero, once again, thank you.
On Twitter this time.
I can't wait if you hit it on Instagram. If you all could set up your own Elimination Chamber, who would you have participate?
Today?
So is that you think
time?
that question's based off
I think we should do
friends Or superstars?
I think superstars of all time.
All time. That's an interesting one. Ooh.
It's like basically you want to do 6 or 7?
Basically.
We'll do 6. We'll go traditional.
6 all-stars in this chamber.
Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Triple H, The Rock, Stone Cold,
Jesus
and
Christ.
Hulk Hogan.
And
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan?
Yes.
I would
Just
be
because he's dramatic.
Yeah, he is dramatic
Yeah.
as hell. His blood just goes into his blonde hair.
It was between the last one was between Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan.
That's another one too.
Honestly, you know what? I switched. Sorry, Hulk Hogan. I'm going Ric Flair just because that
Nate Cadero just joined us.
that Elimination Chamber would be painted red with Ric Flair's blood.
My
It would be
God.
amazing.
If I had to go, I would definitely follow suit on most of you guys. I'm gonna go Shawn Michaels, Triple H, definitely The Rock, definitely Stone Cold. Shit, this is tough. You gotta put Taker in there.
Taker in
and
his prime. Yeah.
Taker in his prime for sure. And my 6th, I mean, that's a good one. I'm gonna. You gotta have like an Elias kind of guy in there. So if I'm gonna go like on the Elias route, give me somebody like
I have one.
I don't even know. 6th guy. It's
Lesnar, CM Punk. Come on.
CM Punk. Give me CM Punk.
So I have Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Stone Cold, The Rock, no Undertaker.
Ooh.
Let's throw Ric Flair in there
And
Chris Jericho
Jericho. That's a good one
That's
too.
a really good one.
Damn.
because they all would make the list. So,
I dig it.
Who would win?
ooh,
Jesus. Who would win? The Rock or Stone Cold? Would be my pick.
I'm just gonna go with my favorite wrestler of all time.
I know.
Shawn
I
Michaels,
want to say Shawn
I would
Michaels
watch
too, but
Shawn-
I don't think he would beat all those guys in the
I would
Elimination
root for Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
I just
absolutely.
think if you had to book it, you would book The Rock or Stone Cold, your 2 biggest sellers ever.
Yeah. I think
feuds ever.
I think it would be Stone Cold. I think Stone Cold would take it. Triple H would want to take it, but for the what's best for business is I think that he put over Stone Cold.
over The Rock.
You got Shawn Michaels on
I
that?
have Shawn Michaels.
All right.
So,
Good question though. Thank you.
yeah,
for that.
thank you, Nate. Last question also comes from Nate Cadero. Thank you once again. On
He's
Instagram
involved
I was
now.
gonna call this.
Call us the
questions.
Nate question
Nate's
show.
questions.
Yeah, the questionnaire.
Come on.
What do you guys think about the women's elimination chamber?
I'm all for it. The women's rumble was pretty good, so
Yeah, it was definitely good.
they could put on an elimination chamber, especially with the superstars they have now. I mean, I would like to see like Charlotte and
Becky Lynch?
Becky Lynch, yeah, I don't know why. I would like to see them too.
That's what I was gonna say. is
Replace
my only-
Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose with them
Yeah.
too, and that would be a phenomenal
Right.
elimination chamber.
even like Naomi,
Yeah.
Natty, as much as she annoys me. I mean, there's so much like
Dana Brooke, give Dana Brooke some love. She's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
great
yeah,
lately.
yeah.
She has been complaining. Shout out Dana Brooke.
That's
Give-
why she took us some more.
Hashtag give Dana a chance. Isn't that? Who
That was Emma.
That was Emma, right?
That was
Oh,
Emma.
shit.
And she has been future endeavors.
Damn.
Sorry, Dana, you might be on that track.
No.
But keep going. Tell us where what.
Yeah, I mean, I think the women's elimination chamber is a great idea. I'm excited to see how this is gonna play out this Sunday. Just like the Royal Rumble delivered. I guess mainly more like great action. You had returns, so it was exciting to watch. I mean, I feel like half of the entrants were all like surprises. You know, I mean, surprise you were expecting, but surprises nevertheless. You're not going to see this Sunday, but I think these are talented women. The women's evolution just continues to grow, and I think we're going to have another great match this Sunday.
So go back, jumping off women's revolution. What's next? What have the men have done that women haven't?
They need
A TLC
tag team.
match.
They need the tag team titles. They need
Oh,
tag team
yes,
titles.
I
That'd
forgot
be the
about
next
that.
step.
Yeah.
I mean, they already make so many women's tag team matches. It's always like six women tag.
Mhm.
Give them some tag team titles to not just mindlessly book 6
I think
women against
that
each
would be
other.
a good way for Absolution, since now they're
Yeah,
down to 2.
We have a lot of like stables in the women's division.
Yeah, Riot Squad.
I mean, I think that would be great.
Has there been a women's iron? There's been an Iron Woman match, right?
I believe so.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna go with a TLC match.
I think it was actually Charlotte and Sasha Banks.
Yeah, you're right. On
Raw.
Yep, you're right.
So
where Sasha would win because she doesn't win the pay-per-view.
One rumor you didn't address,
which is why Sasha's not winning at this pay-per-view.
And
one rumor you didn't address. Go ahead.
One rumor you didn't address kind of ties into what you're just talking about. Is or at least my theory of how I would like to see it is SmackDown and Raw are not going to have separate pay-per-views after WrestleMania. They're going to be combined pay-per-views. They might make it an hour longer, start an hour earlier. But one way I could see them kind of introducing the tag team titles is it's tag teams from Raw's women's division versus the SmackDown's women's division. Since it's kind of hard to put tag team titles on both because I don't know if there's enough talent called up yet.
Yeah, you're right.
So maybe every pay-per-view, since they're both going to be dual brand.
So yeah, it would be dual branded.
It would be SmackDown versus Raw's women for the tag team, and whoever wins takes that to their home show.
Yeah.
Until we get more women and more tag official teams.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know there's going to be a draft, and I don't know if you guys saw the rumored SummerSlam tickets, but obviously Lesnar's not on that ticket because of his contract. Ronda Rousey's on there. On the Raw side.
What do you mean the ticket?
Right now there's a picture of the the ticket holder, like the special ones.
Oh, all right.
And Samoa Joe is they have a blue one and a red one, and on the blue background side you have Samoa Joe.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there's some guys from Raw.
He's better fit there.
The Usos are on Raw if it happens on the red background. There's a lot of. I'd have to look at the picture. I'll post it on Facebook just so you guys can see. But
yeah, I gotta.
There's gonna be some shakeups, and I like it. Samoa Joe going to SmackDown
keeps everything fresh.
Yeah, I'm cool with Samoa Joe going to SmackDown. A few AJ Styles, but
except to see AJ. I love AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, anything, but I'm getting kind of
SmackDown's on
worn out with this, and it's concluded.
Yeah,
their match though looks pretty good, and that's gonna be our next
pay-per-view.
Next pay-per-view is in Fastlane.
So we're gonna try to get. When is Fastlane?
Fastlane's March 11th.
So that's a couple weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. So we'll be back in a couple weeks.
Back here in a couple
with
weeks.
Another podcast. We're gonna have two chops. If you think about it, we're gonna have the chop for the one that Dan Go owes for the Royal Rumble, and maybe Dan Go again for this pay-per-view as well. We don't know. He's been on a bad streak. I hope the best for you. I mean, you got a lot of bonus points that you can bring you back. You know, I mean, it's going to be interesting. And
how much time left before WrestleMania?
WrestleMania, everything resets. We start fresh. Yep. Right now, I'm in first place overall for the year. I'm not going to give you the standings because you guys don't really care right now, and that's all right. We'll give you those to close out the year. Maybe put it on Facebook, Instagram.
Last place gets a tattoo on their ass.
So thank you for whoever tuned in, whoever's going to tune in after. Appreciate everybody. Follow us on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
YouTube.
Follow the WordPress. We got blog posts coming here and there, everywhere. Guys, anything else you want to add?
Nothing else. Enjoy the pay-per-view.
Enjoy the pay-per-view. It's going to be a good one.
We'll be live on Twitter, so other than that,
thank you guys for tuning in.
Send it.